What's up, everybody? I'm Thomas J. Bellezza, and welcome to another lesson on the right mindset. Today, we are going to go over, as it says on my piece of paper, mastering the art of writing book blurbs. It should be exciting. Today, just so you know, today's lesson will dive into the captivating world of book blurbs. Ooh, whether you're an aspiring actor or a seasoned writer, crafting a compelling book blurb is essential for grabbing readers' attention. In this lesson, we'll explore what a book blurb is, its purpose, and why it's crucial to create an engaging one. Get ready to unlock the secrets of crafting an enticing book blurb that enthralls potential readers. Whew. That's pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about that. So let's do it. Start that intro. Before we get into it, as always, please, if you haven't already and you've been enjoying the videos or it's your first time and you end up liking this video, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out. Subscribers, watch time, all that stuff, retaining hours helps the channel grow so I can continue to do what I do and give you guys and everybody in the world this opportunity to learn and communicate about conversations that entail the writing world. That's all I'm saying. All right, so today's lesson, as I said, is mastering the art of writing book blurbs, a writing lesson for authors. Now, let's get right into it. Crafting a strong and intriguing book blurb. Let's see what that looks like. Crafting a strong and intriguing book blurb is an art form that can make or break a reader's decision to pick up your book. Before I get into this, let me just explain the process of writing a book. Now, we as writers have the biased opinion that our books are so great, they will sell themselves. But if that was the case, you could literally write your book, put it in the closet, and people will be knocking on your door. But the reality is marketing and branding is a part of the process for someone to pick up your book. So let's say they've never heard of you and you've never marketed yourself, and somehow you slipped a book onto a bookshelf. First and foremost, if you're not a big name, they probably won't have your book faced, meaning like, looking at each other. It'll probably be on its side, right? So in that case, the name itself has to catch your attention. Let's assume we skip that part and we go to the reality of it. It's book cover, blurb, first line, first paragraph, first page. If they're not interested in all those steps, you might not get the sale or someone might not be interested in your book. That's assuming they've never heard of you before. That's assuming you aren't doing your marketing. It's just a matter of your book is on Amazon, your book is in a local store, your book is in a library, whatever the case may be. It's book cover, blurb, first line, first paragraph, first page. That's what captures the reader. So with that said, let's assume you have the most amazing book cover and they go, let me see what the back is. This lesson is really going to focus on making your blurb strong enough for them to go, I'm going to read that first line. And then hopefully it gets them to the first paragraph and then ultimately gets them through the first page. So let's see what happens. All right. I got itches because it's weather time. Pollen. All right. So again, here are the qualities that make a book blurb effective and captivating. First and foremost, a strong book blurb captures the reader's attention with a compelling hook, just like your first line, just like your first paragraph, just like your first page. What does that mean? Your first line has to have a hook to it. Your first paragraph has to kind of pull that hook into the next hook and so forth. And if that first page doesn't hook them. So think of your book blurb as the initial dingle dangle into the water. Okay, this means the opening sentence or two should immediately engage the reader, creating curiosity and enticing them to continue reading. It can be a thought-provoking question, a bold statement, or a captivating description that sparks intrigue. Additionally, A strong book blurb provides a glimpse into the main conflict or problem that the protagonist faces, meaning you need to at least establish what the antagonistic forces within your story, therefore the conflict. It should present the stakes and the potential consequences of the choices that characters make. This helps readers understand the central conflict and gives them a reason to invest their time in your story. Another important aspect of a strong book blurb is the inclusion of vivid and sensory language. Now, before I go any further with because everybody that watches, if you're familiar, I script out my videos. I just read them, and then I riff on it. So I'm going to read that sentence again. Another important aspect of a book blurb is the inclusion of vivid and sensory language. This is actually your chance to give them a taste of your writer's voice, the style in which you write, the way they're going to interpret your book. What you do not want to make your book blurb feel different than the book itself. You want to allow that book blurb to give the reader a sense of your style of writing. So keep that in mind. You don't want to go too proper with it. If your voice is a little bit more casual, let the book blurb be casual. If your voice is a little darker, let it be darker. If it's more romantic and playful, let it be romantic and playful. So with that said, you should be using descriptive words and phrases to paint a vivid picture in the reader's mind, immersing them in the world of your story. This helps create an emotional connection and generates a desire to experience the story firsthand, which is just like any story. You want to move the reader through the experience of your characters. This is done through immersion. This is done through vivid imagery. This is done through sensory. This is done through using your voice to pull them into your world. Furthermore, a strong book blurb should tease the reader with hints of the unique or intriguing elements that set your book apart. You want to highlight the aspects that make your story stand out, whether it's an unusual setting, an unconventional character, or a fresh take on a familiar genre. Show the reader why your book is different and worth their attention. Sort of like my New York accent comes out a lot when I'm talking. Anyway, lastly, a strong book blurb maintains a sense of mystery and leaves the reader with unanswered questions. Before I go any further, don't give it away. Don't give away the twist. Don't give away the ending. Don't give away the ultimate discovery of the plot, right? You want to leave a little bit of mystery. And this is your chance to provide enough information to generate interest, but do not reveal all the plot twists or the resolution. Leave the reader wanting more, eager to dive into your book and uncover the secrets and surprises within its pages. By incorporating these qualities into your book blurb, you create an enticing preview that grabs readers' attention and compels them to explore your book further. Remember, your book blurb is your first chance to make a last impression, so make it count. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do real quick. Boop. There we go. Here's an example. I'm going to read it first, and then I'm going to go through some notes I have on it. Okay? Here goes. In the darkest corners of the city, a secret lurks, waiting to be uncovered. Detective Jane Sullivan, haunted by a past she can't escape, finds herself thrust into a web of deception and danger. As bodies pile up and the city trembles in fear, Jane must confront her own demons and make choices that will determine not only her fate, but the fate of those she holds dear. City Shadows is a gripping urban noir thriller that will transport you to the gritty streets of Norville. With vivid prose that paints a haunting picture of a city on the edge, author John Smith delivers a gripping tale of suspense, mystery, and unexpected twists. Uncover the hidden secrets that lie within the shadows and follow Jane Sullivan on a journey that will leave you breathless. In this atmospheric and compelling debut novel, Smith showcases his unique storytelling prowess, weaving together an intricate plot with well-developed characters who leap off the page. With its immersive setting, complex protagonists, and a chilling sense of unease, City Shadows will keep you on the edge of your seat until the final page. Discover why City Shadows have garnered critical acclaim and captivated readers worldwide. Get ready for a roller coaster ride of emotions as you navigate the treacherous streets of Norville alongside Detective Jane Sullivan. Are you prepared to face the darkness within? All right, first of all, let's do one of these. Let's do one of these, and there you go. 159 words. It seems bigger because it's massive on the screen, but so let's go over it. So the compelling hook. This is the compelling hook, right? Oh wait, that's not no. Gotta move it up. All right, I was like, that doesn't even look like the compelling hook. Short and sweet. In the darkest corners of the city, a secret lurks, waiting to be uncovered. All right, so we know it's a dark city. We know secrets lurk there, and we, the readers, can't wait to uncover it. This might not be the hook that compels you, but the point is, it's short, sweet, and we're already creating questions with the first. We're creating a world, a tone, and questions right away. Okay, then we want to know what the main conflict is. Now, if you notice, the main conflict hits it right away. Detective Sullivan, haunted by a past she can't escape, finds herself thrust into a web of deception and anger. Ooh. All right. And then we come down here a little bit. Okay. So with vivid prose that paints a haunting picture of the city on the edge, etc., etc. Author John delivers a grip. All right. So this is literally using the vivid sensory element, but we're still in it. We're playing with it. Okay, so paints a haunting picture of the city on the edge. Okay, author John delivers a gripping tale of suspense, mystery, and unexpected twists. There's a lot going on there. The idea of painting a haunting picture. So what does a haunting picture look like? You of the city, the dark city, right? It's a suspenseful tale, there's mystery, etc., etc. What are the unique elements? Well, here we go. These are the unique elements. As you can see, uncover the hidden secrets that lie within the shadows. So the unique elements here are that we get to follow Jane Sullivan on a journey that will leave you breathless. Why? Because it will uncover hidden secrets that lie within the shadows. So we know that the unique element of the story is going to be that you are actually going to feel like the detective. You're going to be the person uncovering those hidden secrets that lie within the shadows. So it's putting you in the driver's seat, even though it's through probably first person because it's a noir thriller of Jane Sullivan. So what is the sense of mystery? Mystery. Right? You want to leave the reader wanting more, right? So engage, eager to dive into your book and uncover the secrets of the surprise within its pages. That's really what it. So the sense of mystery is the whole point. Is all this is supposed to leave the reader wanting more. It wants them eager to drive into the thing, and well, what is City Shadows? What is the city? Why is it dark? Why what is it about Jane Sullivan that we wanna explore? What makes it haunting? What's her secret? There's a lot of questions coming up that if it intrigues you enough, you might want to jump into it. So this particular book blurb incorporates the essential elements discussed earlier, enticing readers with a compelling hook, introducing the main conflict, using a vivid language to create immersive experiences. It also highlights the unique aspects of the book and maintains a sense of mystery to leave the readers curious and engaged to more. So it's saying a lot without doing. It's doing a lot without saying a lot, meaning like we're creating intrigue. This is telling us what the city is. The city is dark. There's dark corners, so it's dangerous, right? Secrets lurk. Well, that lurks is a very specific word. Lurks is like it's saying that not only do the secrets hide in unquestionable places. But that means to find them, you have to go into questionable places. All right, because it could have easily been like, you know, in uh, in a city filled with secrets waiting to be uncovered, right? So now we're not creating intrigue with that. We're creating these strong words: darkness lurks. Okay, um, so keep that in mind. And all right. So, what are the essential elements that should be present in your book blurb and why they matter? So, why do these matter and how do we do it? Let's get into that. Boop, boop, bang. All right. A well crafted book blurb should contain specific elements that engage readers and entice them to explore your book further. So, one of those elements, okay, is introduce the main character or characters who drive the story. You want to highlight their unique qualities, struggles, or motivations. Not one, two, or three of these. Well, actually, I'm saying you can do one, two, or three of these. You don't have to do all of them, but you can. So you want to highlight their unique qualities, struggles, or motivations to create an immediate connection with the reader. This allows readers to envision themselves on the journey alongside the protagonist, fostering a sense of empathy and investment. If we go back to the blurb, we know that, what is it? Okay, so what's her struggle? She's haunted by her past. She can't escape that. So she's thrust into a web of deception and danger. Okay, so that's her struggle, right off the bat. We're not doing motivation, struggles, or qualities, but right now. But here's the motivation: as bodies pile up, the city trembles in fear. Jane must confront her own demons to make choices that will determine not only the fate, her fate, but the fate of those. So that's her motivation. Okay, I'm just saying. Let's see. Did I put any qualities in there? No. All right. So there you go. Okay. Now, setting. Provide a glimpse of the story's setting, whether it's a magical realm, a bustling city, or a post-apocalyptic world. You want to convey the atmosphere and invoke a sense of place to transport readers into your story's unique world. The setting adds depth and context to the narrative, enticing readers who are drawn to a particular scene. Now, obviously, we just went over this darkness corners that and the lurking that creates a sense of place. Again, they could have easily been like in the corners of the city. Secrets wait to be uncovered. Like that doesn't really tell us much about the city. It just says there are secrets in the city, right? But also this sense the bodies are piling up and the city trembles in fear. So we know the emotional state of the city. Let's see. It's a gripping urban thriller. Will transport you to the gritty streets of and we give the name of Norville. I guess that's the anyway. I'm just trying to. I like puns. Leave me alone. All right. So moving on. 3. Conflict or problem. Clearly state the central conflict or problem the characters face. This can be an external challenge, such as the impending threat of a mysterious event, or an internal struggle, such as self-discovery or uncovering personal obstacles. The conflict creates tension and intrigue, compelling readers to discover how it will unfold and resolve. We've already kind of talked about the conflicts with the, can't escape her past, and she has to figure out why the bodies are piling up. So number 4 would be you must maintain a unique setting or a unique selling point, I should say. Highlight what makes your book distinct and unique. You want to identify the elements that set your story apart from others in the genre. What's up, Two? Where are you? Come on, Two. Come here. You want to come in? Come on. As many of you know, I'm an animal person. Come on, Two. Come on. You want to hang out with Daddy? Her name is Two because she's named after Two-Face from Batman because she has the two different color faces. Who's a good girl? There you go. I don't need to pause the video because I'm not ashamed that I have a cat that needs my attention. as you may also know, I just recently I had to put my dog down, which was very difficult. And so I'm kind of happy I still have a cat, but I don't need to edit this because I love my animals. Let's go back to the okay. I miss you, Imperial. That was my dog's name. All right. Where were we? Oh, unique selling point. I'll just kind of recap that. Highlight what makes your book distinct and unique. This is done through identifying the elements that set your story apart from others in the genre. Whether it's a fresh twist on a familiar concept, an innovative premise, or a unique storytelling approach, emphasize what makes your book stand out. This grabs readers' attentions and intrigues them to explore further. An example of that, right? Let's say a unique storytelling approach. Maybe Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3, right? So let's take Act 1. Maybe you tell your story, right? Let's assume you have 27 chapters, right? Or whatever. Okay. And you have 3 protagonists. Okay. And Act 1 is actually, you tell the first part in Act 1, right? You tell 3 point of views. So the first 3 chapters, right, will be from the point of view of one of the protagonists. The second 3 chapters will be that same exact scenario from the second POV. And then the third POV would actually explore that same exact scenario again, but from their perspective. But each time, not only is it contributing to the plot points, but it's also contributing to the purpose of Act 1, and you're building on the story. So the first 3 chapters, you might want to establish the ordinary world and create the inciting incident by the 3rd chapter, right? And then the next 3 chapters, you'll explore the world from the new point of view, but you'll make sure to include the reaction to the inciting incident, as well as the other elements that will let them deal with the disruption of their world. Meaning, the second point of view is actually showing something a little deeper, that's saying the world has been disrupted. It's been destroyed. Even though it's the same scenario, we're getting to see sort of like more of the reactive, or where it could lead. And then when you get to Act 2, now you do it again. The first POV is 3 chapters, and the second POV is 3 chapters, and so forth and so forth. You could even play with it in a different way, right? If the first 3 chapters are ordinary world, inciting incident, and the reaction to the inciting incident, let the first POV showcase the ordinary world. Let the second POV showcase the inciting incident of that same exact scenario, right? And then let the third POV show the reaction to that inciting incident. So either show a third POV of the entire thing, or move the story forward, taking the ending or starting from the inciting incident and moving into the reaction to the inciting incident. So that's a unique storytelling approach, and that's something you would emphasize in your book blurb. Through these 3 POV, through the 3 protagonists, we explore the unfolding of this mystery through the eyes of so and so, so and so, and so and so, or whatever, or these 3 brothers, or these 3 sisters, or the cousins. I'm just saying, if there's a way you tell your story, you should really bring that into the book blurb. Okay. 5, you want to have an emotional appeal to your book blurb. The appeal to readers' emotions by conveying the emotional journey your characters undertake. This helps you connect with readers on an emotional level by hinting at the feelings of love, loss, hope, or triumph that they can experience through the story. So obviously, if it's a romance, what is the romantic arc of a romance? Well, maybe loneliness or happiness, but not fulfillment, leads to the discovery of love that is challenged. And will they, won't they end up happily married, or whatever your romantic story is. Romance genre, they always have to end up with a happy ending. But that doesn't mean they have to end up together. A happy ending is a happy ending, like but if the happy ending is that they actually, the reason they got together is because it leads to They're real love, So again, which would be a unique storytelling premise, by the way, going back to the last point. But the point of engaging readers emotionally it's there to create a strong bond and draws them in. Because if they're emotionally interested in the journey because they have a sense of connection to that particular kind of journey, they might want to read it to experience it. 6, and the final essential element of a book blurb is you want it to be intriguing and suspenseful. You want to maintain an element of mystery and suspense in your book blurb. Pose intriguing questions or dilemmas that leave readers curious and engaged to uncover the answers. Tease them, not by making fun of them, but okay, I'll move on. Tease them with hints of plot twists or secrets that await within the pages of your book. This entices readers to seek the resolution and keeps them engaged. So, with that said, by incorporating these essential elements into your book blurb, you are going to create a comprehensive preview that not only introduces readers to the main characters and conflicts, but also showcases the unique aspects of your story. This combination captures their interest and compels them to take the next step, diving into your book. So, let's try another one, and we're going to use these essential elements in the book blurb. So let me read it first to you. Okay. Boop. Here goes. In the ancient kingdom of Theria, Princess Alyra. I write names. I have dyslexia. I guess it's Alara. Princess Alara possesses a power unlike any other. Bound by destiny, she must confront her inner demons and embrace her true potential, for her kingdom's fate hangs in the balance as dark forces rise, threatening to plunge Theria into eternal darkness. Alara must uncover the secrets of her lineage and unlock the power within. Will she rise as the savior her people desperately need, or succumb to the darkness that threatens to consume her? Ooh. Enchantia, The Awakening is a spellbinding fantasy epic that will transport you to a world of magic, adventure, and destiny. With its lush descriptions and vivid imagery, author Sarah Thompson creates an immersive setting where the line between reality and enchantment is blurred. Prepared to be captivated by a tale of courage, sacrifice, and the enduring power of hope. Discover the unique elements that set Enchanta, The Awakening, apart from the other fantasy novels. From its richly imaginated world to its complex and relatable characters, this book weaves a tale that will resonate with readers of all ages. Experience the emotional journey of Princess Alara as she grapples with love, loss, the weight of her responsibilities, with every page. Enchantina, The Awakening tantalizes with intrigue and suspense. Uncover the secrets hidden within the ancient scrolls, navigate treacherous alliances, and unravel the mystery that lies at the heart of Etheria. Will Alara find the strength to fulfill her destiny and restore balance to the realm? Immerse yourself in the enchanting world of Enchantia. Get it? Enchantia. Okay. The Awakening. And embark on a journey that will leave you breathless. Will you answer the call of destiny and join Princess Alara in the battle against darkness? That's what you got to really ask yourself. Oh, hey, two. You back? What's up? Where are you? Oh, there you go. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Oh, I didn't know you were there. I didn't know you were there. You want to lay down? You can lay down over here. You can lay down over here. All right, so let's go through this. Who's the main character? Princess Alara. Right. She also is a unique and powerful protagonist bound by destiny, as per. Oh, by the way, let's do one of these real quick, just so you can see. Boop. 281. So the rule usually is like you don't want to go past 300 words. The setting, the ancient kingdom of Etheria, world of magic enchantment. So we kind of go, all right, where is it? Plus the name of it makes us think, all right, fantasy. What's the conflict or problem? Alara's struggle to confront her inner demons and save her kingdom from eternal darkness. Now, I'm being very general with a lot of these things. Obviously, you could go deeper than that. You just don't want to give it away. For example, there's struggles. She struggles. Embraces a fate, and then darkness and comes will rise. Well, all right. So by me saying Alara's struggle to confront her inner demons, I don't want to give away what those inner demons are, but I could get deeper if I want. I could be like Alana struggles to confront the pain of loss she experienced at a young age that caused her to fall into addictive patterns. Now we don't know what it is. We don't know what her addictive patterns are. And we don't know what happened in her youth that caused her to fall. And those are her demons. So you can get more descriptive. You could go a little bit deeper than that. Just don't give it away. Don't be like Alana struggles to confront the pain of losing her father to a car accident. Well, obviously this is fantasy. To being eaten by a dragon 3 years ago. Like, we're giving that away. You kind of want to leave questions for people. So keep that in mind. What is the unique selling point? Well, this is going to be a richly imagined world, complex characters, and the enduring power of hope. The other thing is emotional appeal, right? So this emotion, right? But they say it. I'm writing it face value. The emotional journey of love, loss, and responsibility. Again, I'm generalizing, but I'm giving a general example, base example, but you can explore that. The emotional journey of love, loss, and responsibility. You can state like, so my cat's meowing. She just wants my attention. I'll go give it to her after this video, I promise. All right. Oh, she's running around. She wants playtime. All right. So here goes. So if it's the emotional journey of love, loss, and responsibilities, maybe you want to get a little bit more playful with that, a little bit more. You want to play with your writing style. That's why I made it a little bit more generalized here, so you can say, all right, well, what is love, loss, and responsibility? So, and do I want to say the emotional journey, or do I want to use my own voice, my own terminology? So, love has never been as powerful as the love we lose to the responsibilities of a princess. All right, so that's another example. So now we're getting a little deep. You're still leaving questions open. What kind of love was lost because of responsibilities? What kind of responsibilities, etc., without giving away the detail. Intrigue and suspense, the secrets, alliances, and mysteries that propel the story forward. Again, you could go a little deeper. Maybe instead of saying secrets, you could say, the mysteries that propel the story forward. So, like, each turnstone throughout this mystery filters the secrets that hold alliances true, or challenge the alliances that lie ahead. Okay, now now you're playing a little bit, right? So ultimately, this book blurb incorporates the essential elements discussed earlier, introducing the main character, setting the stage with conflict, highlighting unique elements, etc. By utilizing these elements, the blurb creates a captivating preview that entices readers to dive into the enchanted world of Enchantia. All right. This is one of the last sections. Writing a compelling book blurb. So now that we understand what makes a book blurb strong and the elements it should include, here is a step-by-step process of writing a compelling book blurb. Okay? Because remember, it's important to follow the rules, or at least understand the rules enough so we can break the rules. You can't break rules you don't understand. You want to know your audience. Before you begin writing, identify your target audience. You want to understand So that includes understanding the genre conversations and expectations of readers in that genre. So research popular books in your genre to gain insight into effective book blurbs. This knowledge will help you tailor your blurb to resonate with your readers. This goes back to in the very beginning of the video where I was talking about romance novels. You're not going to use a dark thriller noir style tone or even verbiage from that to write a book blurb on a romance, as much as you wouldn't use romance to do it for fantasy. However, a romance set in fantasy would, but an epic fantasy is different than a romance. The epic fantasy could end in tragedy. The romance can't. The romance has certain elements that need to happen in it. There needs to be a love story. There needs to be love. It needs to be romance. There needs to be. Now, it's not erotica. You don't need the. You don't need that, right? But you do need a. I don't even know what that is, Tom. At my age, who does? All right. So keep that in mind. Know your audience. Know the genre of your book and what they're looking for. What draws those people in. And ultimately, if you're a fan of the genre itself and you're writing a book within the genre you love and you've read books on it and you know what you like, start there. Start what touches you and what pulls you into books. And remember, take out your bias. We already know you love the book, right? We already know you know the book. We know you know how it ends, how it begins, the journey. We know that you love certain moments in the book. But you can't write the book as if it's for you. You got to write it for someone that's like you that doesn't know the book, but the things that make you love that genre. Remember again, number 2, start with the hook. Begin your book blurb with a powerful hook that grabs the reader's attention from the first sentence. Use compelling questions, a captivating statement, or vivid descriptions to immediately intrigue readers and make them want to know more. 3, as always, introduce the main character in conflict. Introduce your main character and provide a brief glimpse into their journey. This is done through highlighting the central conflicts or problem they may face, emphasizing the stakes involved. That's why we read books, for conflict. The conflict, will they or won't they find love? The conflict, will they, won't they become the destiny of their choice? Conflicts of will they, won't they discover the mystery? Will they, won't they solve the crime, right? So this makes readers really emphasize with the character and feel invested in that journey. I'm interested in will they, won't they? Number 4, convey the unique elements. You really have to showcase the unique aspects of your story and your narrative writing. Whether it's an original premise, an innovative twist, or a fresh perspective, highlight what sets your book apart from others within your genre. 5, keep it concise and engaging. Remember that a book blurb should be concise. Aim for a length of around 150 to 250 words, 300 words max. Don't, it's not about how many words I could get in there. It's about the quality of the words you use. And these words need to capture the essence of your story without giving away too much. So that's also a challenge for a writer. I think that's interesting. How do I describe my story in 150 to 250 words? Remember, you could also think like this. Your elevator pitch is basically the book blurb. So, if you could tell your story in 1 or 2 sentences and like a quick elevator pitch, you can just kind of expand on that, because you're like, hey, this is the essence. So now let me color it up. All right. And you do that by using, compelling language, vivid imagery, active verbs, etc. Just like you're writing a book. You want to keep it interesting. Obviously, the first draft is not done. So number 6, edit and refine. After writing the initial draft of your book blurb, revise it and refine it. Also send it to people. What does this mean to you? Is this interesting? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Have 10 people read it so you can at least have a good enough flow. All right. And after all that information, you want to cut out any unnecessary details, focus on the most essential elements, and ensure the language flows smoothly. Pay attention to the overall structure, grammar, and punctuation to create a polished and professional blurb. And finally, 7, seek feedback as stated. Once you finally finish it after getting the initial beta readers, and you take their notes and you go, this is the book blurb. Don't hesitate to seek feedback from trusted friends, fellow writers, or beta readers to get that final look over. This is sort of like if you're writing a book. You have your alpha readers for plot, you have your beta readers for experience, and then once you're done with the book, maybe you have your closest friends or closest people you trust give it a once over, right? You could also consider joining writing communities or workshops where you can receive constructive feedback, etc., etc. The more you can get involved, the better for your career. Remember, writing a book blurb is an intricate process. Your first draft doesn't have to be the final version. Practicing writing blurbs for other books you've read to enhance your skills, embrace the opportunity, experience, learn, and grow. So basically what I'm saying there is, if you know a book that you've read multiple times, try to write a blurb for that. Okay? Which brings us to our final thoughts. Crafting a captivating book blurb is an essential skill that every writer should work to master. But when is the right time to focus on your book blurb? The answer is simple: as early as possible. That's right. Even before completing your manuscript, consider the book blurb as a thing that could help you maintain a clear vision of your story's essence and target audience. Remember, creating a book blurb requires care and attention. It's your chance to hook potential readers and make them eager to explore your book. Don't be discouraged if your first draft isn't perfect. Practice makes perfect. Use other books you've read as inspiration and practice writing book blurbs for those books. Embrace the learning process and don't be afraid to fail. Each attempt brings you closer to perfection. All right. Perfection. Next, in the next video in this series, we'll focus on writing a book synopsis. Ooh. In our next video, we'll delve into the art of writing a book synopsis, discover what it is, why you need it, and how it helps you present your book's essence in a concise yet captivating way to agents, publishers, and managers. So definitely stay tuned for that. Question: when crafting a book blurb, what specific elements do you find most compelling to incorporate effectively? Share your thoughts and experience in the comments below. And if you like what you've watched and you have not done so already, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out. And as always, you got to remember to keep developing the right mindset. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Much love.